All right, look, here's the deal. All right, look, here's the deal. It is January 24th, 10:34 at night. I'm obviously in Oscar mode, okay? I've been about this life. I've been ready to go. I've been rewritten to go, actually. Nominations were supposed to come out on the 17th of January, but the fires in California really messed everything up. So that's really a bad deal for people in California, and I hope that resources are getting to them and everything. But then it also is Oscar season, and we need to be worried about who is going to win Best Picture. Now, I have obviously already said that Wicked is going to be Best Picture. The weird thing is, you guys aren't going to believe this, but I always film Oscar predictions, but then I never knew how to upload it. I mean, how to chop it together, how to predict it the right way, what I wanted to say. So there's mountains and mountains of footage of me just spitting predictions about is Joker gonna win Best Picture? How about Joaquin Phoenix? I think Oppenheimer takes it, just weird stuff like that. So in that spirit, we gotta shoot from the hip on this and just full send it way early. Predictions just came out yesterday, and instead of sitting on my feet, instead of sitting on my hands, because moving my feet would be motion, and then I procrastinate, and then there is lack of motion. So instead of doing that, let me just go balls to the wall and just, I don't know, let's just see. Nominations, Oscar noms, right now. I'm not gonna dwell in it. I'll go.
This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go. Shit.
There's so much here that I have not seen. Wicked has stolen my heart this entire year. It released at the end of last year, but still, it stole my heart, and I was like, there's nobody doing this. Cynthia is going crazy. Ariana is going crazy. This Defying Gravity song has stolen my heart. There's just no way around it that I'm just all best actress, best supporting actress, best picture. And honestly, it was only those three that I was rooting for. I don't feel like there's a supporting actor. I don't feel like there's a lead actor. Jeff Goldblum is awesome, but he didn't get nominated. So speaking of nominations, let's just go through them right now. I don't want to start with Best Picture. Let's start from the bottom so we get in the top. Live action short. Okay, there is no way I get any of these, but I'm just starting at the bottom. We're not procrastinating. I struggle with forward motion. We all struggle with forward motion. Live action short. Anuja, I Am Not a Robot, The Last Ranger, The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent, Alien. Live action short, I Am Someone Who Likes to Talk, so The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. Boom. Nailed it. Next. Documentary short, Death by Numbers, I Am Ready, Warden, Incident, Instruments of a Beating Heart, The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Honestly, I can already hear on the loudspeaker, Instruments of a Beating Heart has already been nominated, blah, 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 blah. Instruments of a Beating Heart, this is their first win. Instruments of a Beating Heart is my choice. Animated short, Beautiful Men, In the Shadow of the Cypress, Magic Candies, Wander to Wonder. Yuck! What do we think? I like candy. They call me Sweets. Swisher Sweets. Magic Candies. In the Shadow of the Cypress has won. Beautiful Men has won. Beautiful Men. Beautiful Men just sounds. Beautiful Men. This is their first nomination and their first win. That sounds like it's good. International feature. I'm Still Here, Brazil. The Girl with the Needle, Denmark. Emilia Perez, France. The Seed of the Sacred Fig, Germany. Flow, Latvia. Let's go Latvia. I think Latvia needs some loves right now in the international feature. Documentary feature. Black Box Diaries. Sorry, that was it was just a weird alliteration. Black Box Diaries. Black Box Diaries. No Other Land. Porcelain War. Soundtrack to a coup d'etat. Sugarcane. I was gonna say surgeons. Sugarcane. We didn't do Magic Candies last time. Should we do Sugarcane now? I'm kind of just staying. No, I'm gonna go Black Box Robots Diaries documentary feature. Doom, nailed it. Original song. I really thought that Defying Gravity be in here somewhere. It is not. El Mal, Emilia Perez. The Journey, the 6888. Like a Bird, Sing Sing, Mi Camino, Emilia Perez. 2 original songs from the same. Never Too Late, Elton John. Elton John winning this would be pretty cool because it's, you know, Elton John. Elton John winning this would be pretty cool because it's Elton John. But 2 out of 5 songs for Emilia Perez. They're stacking the category. Let's go old school Nelly Furtado. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. We're gonna go original song, Like a Bird. Because Like a Bird would be Defying Gravity. Defying Gravity would be Bringing It Back to Wicked. Bringing It Back to Wicked. Best Picture, boom, nailed it. So I'm gonna go Like a Bird because it's like a bird to defy gravity. Defying Gravity would be tied into Wicked. Wicked wins Best Picture. Okay, it all comes full circle. Original score. This is the music that plays during the film. The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked! The Wild Robot. I saw The Brutalist 3 days ago. It was a lot. I really like Adrian Brody. He is powerful, impactful. He's always been powerful, impactful. I'm in like 9th grade and this guy comes out with The Pianist and just like keeps coming with hits where it's just all like this lanky Jewish guy comes out of nowhere and just kind of steals the show anywhere he goes. Anywhere he goes. Yes. Music-wise though, forgetful. We're gonna go original score Wicked, and also Wicked has also been stacked for years and years of just being like it is Wicked. So original score should go to them because it's like a legacy. You've earned it. You've been in the limelight. This is your moment. This is your moment. You deserve it. Wicked also is nominated for 10 awards. The Brutalist is also nominated for 10 awards. But my prediction is, I forgot when I said it. I think it was back in October, November. I was just all like, are going to see the headlines. Wicked wins big. You take that alliteration, WWB. You take that, and it writes itself. Of 10 nominations, shooing for Best Picture, I'm just all like, I already see that it's gonna be Wicked wins big. I was like, tell me that doesn't print itself. Anywho. Wicked gets the original score, visual effects, Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Wicked, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, didn't see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, saw Wicked twice, Dune Part 2 I saw once, Better Man is the ape movie thing, Alien Romulus was weird because it had like an alien that impregnates a human, and the human gives birth to a human-alien hybrid. I see what they were going for, it just turned out to be really weird, like the movie loses its butt in the last 20 minutes, and you're just all like, hey, floating alien blood was cool, playing with gravity was just like, you know, okay, I've seen that the alien blood drips on you, but what if there was zero gravity and you had to swim around the alien blood? That's a new thing. Oscar worthy? No. So let's just give it to Dune Part 2 because Denny has been going crazy. Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong has been going crazy. Zendaya has been going crazy. Just give it to them because Dune Part 2 was really, really great. I really enjoyed it. Just because it was anticipated and it was delayed. It was delayed because Hunger Games was supposed to come out in November, and so was Dune, and I was supposed to do a double feature. Hunger Games was delayed, and then Dune finally released and was like, okay, let's see this thing, and it was great. Sound design, A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked, The Wild Robot. My sister-in-law said to watch The Wild Robot. I never made it around to seeing The Wild Robot. Don't know what it sounds like. I think it was DreamWorks. Sound design, I don't know how they're gonna do. I really like the monkey sound design in Wicked because when they were flying and breaking glass, that was really cool. Dune Part 2 is a heavy hitter for sandworms, the Bene Gesserit. There's a lot of things for sound-wise that's appealing to the ear. Maybe they'd win for sound. Maybe they'd take visual effects and sound. Yeah, let's just give it to Dune Part 2 for visual effects and sound because we're waiting for Wicked to take away the big stuff. Which, speaking of makeup and hairstyling, what do you think is going on? A Different Man, computer animated. I didn't see it, but also it's computer, so you really don't get points for makeup on there. Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, big one. Shout out Lindsay Saunders. The Substance and Wicked. Elphaba is amazing. If Cynthia is gonna be green, all green, seems like a no-brainer to me. And Ariana looked good too. I'd give this one to Wicked, but Nosferatu has a whole bunch of stuff. My cousin said to see Nosferatu yesterday. I haven't seen it yet, and Lindsay Saunders dressed up as the character, which was crazy. So maybe I should see it to know. Wicked Nosferatu, Wicked Nosferatu, Wicked Nosferatu, Pretty Poor Little Things won last year for that whole weird kind of subgenre over there, and they did a lot of makeup stuff, so I'm feeling like Nosferatu will win it, but I want Wicked to win it. But between those two, that's my pick. We're not dragging our feet, we are doing this. Editing: Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez is, I don't even think I saw showtimes for this thing. Wicked, editing. The chopping, the stuff, the things that I do, that I try to do. Good editing in Wicked, because I really like it. Conclave, never saw it, but I did want to dress up as the Pope, and I wanted to be like a Pope guy for Halloween. Never pieced together that outfit. Anora, The Brutalist. The Brutalist, I just saw. Good editing, powerful. Intermission, 3 hours and 35 minutes for this thing, and they packed in an intermission. Shit was crazy. I mean, I did a little stretch. I stretched across seats. There was only a handful of us in there, but it was also like, okay, if we're taking 15 minutes for a mid-movie thing, let's take a little break here. Good editing. I just don't know if it's Oscar worthy, but maybe they will get that. We can't give Wicked that one right now. So let's give it to The Brutalist, because we think that they're just going to be like, hey, you got to win something. And they did a really good job on that one. Cinematography, best shots, best angles, best cinematography. You look great. The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Maria came out of nowhere, Nosferatu. My cousin says Nosferatu is amazing, and Nosferatu's not even nominated for Best Picture, which he thought that they would get, but I was just like, nah, bruh, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I was like, maybe you'd get cinematography. I'm gonna give it to Nosferatu because I told my cousin, I was like, hey, maybe you'll get cinematography. So let's give it to them, because you gotta sprinkle this a little bit. Everybody wins. Everybody gets a little piece. Everybody gets a little taste. If we sprinkles it in, everybody gets a little taste. Brutalist, you get what'd I say? Brutalist gets editing. Nosferatu gets cinematography. Getting closer to the top now. Getting closer to the top now. Costume design, Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2. It's crept up on us. Nosferatu, Wicked. Costumes. Denzel looked really great in Gladiator 2. Speaking of which, check this out. I still have my Gladiator 2 thumbs up. Where you're like thumbs up or thumbs down. Live or die. Costume design. Conclave just was. Once you have a room full of a whole bunch of popes, is it really great? You're just like, you did the same thing 300 times. Is that really great? Conclave, A Complete Unknown. Timothy Chalamet's gonna dress like he's gonna dress regardless. So I don't know if you really deserve an Oscar for being a hipster. Nosferatu, Wicked. You gotta give it to Wicked. Wicked's winning. Wicked wins big with a couple Oscars more than everybody else, because they're nominated more. Production design: Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, Wicked. Production design, you got to give it to Wicked. All the trains, the Yellow Brick Road, the set design, you got to give it to him. That's where that goes. You got to give it to him. Production design's wild. Animated feature. We're talking about Flow. We're talking about Inside Out 2. We're talking about Memoir of a Snail. We're talking about Wallace and Gromit. We are talking about The Wild Robot. Animated feature, Inside Out 2. You think that Disney and Pixar are going to take the cake every single time, because that's what they're paid to do, is take the cake every single time. Shout out to Sophie. We're going to go Wild Robot on this one, just because she said it was amazing. Swayze said it was amazing. I believe them. So we're just going to give it to them. Adapted screenplay: Conclave, Complete Unknown, Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys, Sing Sing. Adapted screenplay. This is somebody taking words and being all like, hey, let's put this on the big screen and let's not mess it up. Who did that best? Gotta give Bob Dylan some love. A Complete Unknown. Here we go. Original screenplay. I was not ready for those back to back. That's what she said. Original screenplay: Anora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5th, The Substance. Original. This is gonna be between, I feel like, The Substance and A Real Pain, which is about a Holocaust tour of, I think they're cousins, Jesse Eisenberg and and Kieran Culkin. Original idea. And I know Demi Moore would be mad about if I didn't say the substance, because whatever was going on with that trailer was incredible. I feel like A Real Pain, since I haven't even talked about A Real Pain. A Real Pain should get the original screenplay. Who says, hey, me, you, and my cousin, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back to where our ancestors went through a lot of brutality, and we're gonna give them the respect that they deserve, because everybody needs to know what happened here. I respect the hell out of that, and yes, A Real Pain for sure. It's heavy hitter time. We're going Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actress. Monica. Okay, I don't know who Monica Barbaro. Monica Barbaro. Ariana Grande. Felicity Jones, The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini, Conclave. Zoe Saldana. Gamora is in Emilia Perez. Maybe I should have watched. I didn't see showtimes for this at all. I didn't see these a lot outside of The Brutalist and Wicked, outside of Felicity Jones and Ariana Grande. Felicity Jones plays the wife of Adrian Brody, and she was in a wheelchair. She was doing some solid acting. It was intense. But is she better than Ariana Grande? I think there might be some campaigning going on. Grande is making a little circuit trek tour on like, hey, this is how you win an Oscar, and everybody's been giving me hell about my body, so guess what? I have an Oscar, so what? Oh, Ariana's gonna win that. Supporting actor. Yuri Borisov, Kieran Culkin, Edward Norton. Did not know he was in that. Guy Pearce, The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice. I did not know The Apprentice had a movie. Guy Pearce was phenomenal in The Brutalist. Like, Guy Pearce shows up and you're just like, yep, they're not giving him a minor role. This guy is gonna stick around. Edward Norton, heavy hitter always. Kieran, you gotta give it to Kieran. I loved him in Succession. When he played Roman, I was just all like, that's my dude. And it's just kind of like, we were kind of in that same age range. So then like, Kendall Roy was trying to do his thing and Shiv was trying to do her thing. And you're just all like, that's an older brother dynamic. That's older sister dynamic. And I was like, where would I fit in this? And I was like, I'm Roman in this, where it's just all like, hey, I'm just trying to keep dad happy. Just trying to make moves over here and see what we can do. If somebody comes after my family, I will tell them what is what. So I'm gonna give it to Kieran on that one. Best Actress: Cynthia Erivo, Carla Sofia, Mikey Madison, Demi Moore. Shoot. Fernanda Torres. Okay, so you have Demi Moore, a sleeper of an actress who has been around for ages, but I don't think she's gotten the recognition that she deserves. And she's been taking care of Bruce Willis, where I'm just all like, that's a ride or die, and you need that in your corner. Cynthia carried the entire thing. She didn't carry the entire thing, but she crushed it. When you're hitting notes and just being Elphaba in the middle of an American classic, you're just all like, this girl, that's my vote. I'm like, hey, real recognize real. Cynthia takes it home. Actor. Sebastian, we're talking about Bucky from The Avengers, Ray Fiennes, Conclave, Como Domingo from Sing Sing, Timothy Chalamet, Naomi Unknown, Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. Adrian Brody, I really liked him in there. Timothy, I really like him, but I think he's too young right now to just like, I don't think that he has that much juice behind him to be all like, hey, I know I'm only like 25, best actor, hands down. I was like, young guns don't show up and win best actor, because you have to give it to the old guys that have been like, hey, I've been here. We do this. Ray Fiennes would completely cripple you. He's like a Daniel Day-Lewis of like crippling you in that category. Coleman, heavy hitter brother. Adrian Brody's been quiet for too long. I think that you give it to Adrian Brody because he's just all like, hey Timothy, you're right behind me. You'll get him next time, champ, but I'm Adrian Brody and I've got this. I'm gonna give it to Adrian Brody. We're at the top of this. This is the most work that I've done ever. This is the most work that I've done on an actual Oscar thing because I honestly I do the little worksheets and I'm like I try to make it like a perfect bracket and I don't want to mess up, and because I don't want to mess up, you never see any of these results. Maybe I'll sprinkle some of them throughout this because there's no other reason to keep them stored up. Best director. Who told me what to do on set the best? Jacques Adirod, Sean Baker, Brady Corbett, The Brutalist, Corley Farjeet, The Substance, James Mangold, A Complete Unknown. I don't know. Directing. Who took a leap? Who took a chance? Probably James Mangold. I thought the Wicked director would be nominated here. And then I read somewhere like all of these people that are nominated for Best Director are all first time hitters in this category. Like anybody that wins in this category, this will be their first win in the history of ever, and that is pretty cool. Maybe I should see this Amelia Perez or Nora or The Substance or A Complete Unknown. I'm gonna try to see some of these before it actually drops, but I'm gonna make sure I upload this so it doesn't just sit around with my predictions. Best directing. I'm going between The Brutalist or A Complete Unknown. Those are, if I'm staring at my TV and I'm screaming at it, I'm like, The Brutalist or Complete Unknown, give it to Brady Corbett, give it to James Mangold. Brady Corbett. Who sounds better on the microphone? Coming to the stage is James Mangold for A Complete Unknown. I think Bob Dylan wins it, yeah? Maybe Bob Dylan guy. Give it to him. Best Picture. We're at the top. This is the last award of the night. This ends it. This stamps the American history of just like, hey, the year of 2024, guess who did it best? Was it Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, or Wicked? When it comes to American culture, The Wizard of Oz holds, everyone knows what you're talking about. Everybody knows the significance. And if last year Oppenheimer takes it home, this year, we're talking about American history. We're talking about the Academy Awards. I feel like you have to give it to Wicked. That stamps that year of just being all like, what came out last year that you're just all like, I'm still talking about it. I think the weird thing is that like Dune Part 2 came out so early in the year that I was just all like, what? We're still talking about this. We're still talking about this. And like it was like trying to hold relevance all year long. But I think that it was more like, hey, this is a really good sequel. And you're spinning off for Dune Prophecy on Max. And you've got another movie, Messiah, coming out after. Like Denny, he wants to stick around and like make Dune into like a whole thing. And I was like, that's cool. Not really Best Picture stuff. Like I really liked it. And it was just like for me, it was just like a weird pacing thing where it was just all like slow build. All of a sudden Timothy Chalamet comes over the top and he like enters the temple and he's screaming at everybody and you're just all like, that was a lot, kind of came out of nowhere, and it's cool, but also like, where did that dialogue even come from? Like it felt like it was very like forced, or like I was more used to a slow build. I didn't really see you building up this kind of like anger and rage, and then you just get slapped with anger and rage and you're just all like, that's cool, but also not Best Picture. Best Picture goes to Wicked. Wicked wins big. Wicked wins. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I say. That's how it feels. That's what I think should happen. Those are my predictions. You heard it here first. Speed recap. Live action short, The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. Documentary short, what'd I say? Instruments of a Beating Heart. Instruments of a Beating Heart. I Am Ready Warden. Instruments of a Beating Heart. Okay, I'm just gonna, because I could change these, but I'm not gonna change them. Animated short, give it to Beautiful Men. International feature, Latvia. We're coming back to you. Latvia needs some love. Documentary feature, Black Box Diaries. Give it to them. Original song, I'm like a bird, I only fly away. Sing. Like a bird. Sing. Original score, who did it best all the way through? Obviously Wicked. Visual effects, Dune Part 2. They need to leave home with something. Sound. Oh no, I forgot who I picked. Sound, we are giving the sound to, I think we said Dune, because yeah, Dune is just like, okay, you got a lot of stuff going on. Well, see ya.